are going to go through an exam paper. So really to get you ready for the exam. So come try, come turn on your video. Try that. Make sure you try again. Here we go. It's not here. See, okay, this is actually from Gunning School, secondary school, media exam. So I know you're not ready for media. It's like your first quarterly test, right? But we have already gone through parts of it. So we are going to go through this one. So we try the first one. So 1A, 1B, you cannot get wrong. Like you get wrong, that means you are yeah, please try. Please say no answers. This one, please. You must be able to do this. If let's say got sign error, that means something wrong. Very easy, very easy, very easy. Okay, this is they're giving a very basic question, 3 marks. Unsure, that means. Shafika, come, Shafika, turn on your video, Shafika. Where's your brother? Brother joining later, okay. Okay, Abdul Rahman. First one correct, second one wrong. Cannot get wrong lah. Same, Miss Sophia, first one correct. That means you're not clear, no. If you get anyone wrong, that means you're not clear. Please don't be not clear. Sophia, the first one is correct. What about the second one? Sophia, second one is correct also. Well done. You just wait for well done, Rahman. Shafika, first one correct. Okay, while we are waiting for the rest to submit. Ian, first one correct. Then you move on to the next one. Move on to the next one. Second one correct. No, second one is wrong here. Okay, that means wait. Shafika, second one correct. Sorry, I'm gonna. Yeah, so if I correct you, you give the opposite sign. I do not know whether you know or not. So down here, what is the difference now? You look, this they put a bracket, put a square, you know. What does it mean? This means bracket times bracket. So bracket, what you have inside? You have -3. So this is -3 times -3. So you have +9. Now, if I give you like this minus on the outside, negative, then 3 on the inside, then this is negative on outside bracket times bracket. And then you put in the bracket, 3 times 3 is 9. Negative times positive is negative. So this answer is -9. But this one is +9 because you have negative times negative becomes positive. Please be aware of that. The sign outside, sign inside, different. You said you got to times the negative 2 times. Okay, so we go to the next question. You try. This has been rounded off to 2 significant figures. Okay, later I'm going to test you on significant figures whether you remember or not. Shafika, can you try call your cousin, Shafika? Shafika, turn on your video, Shafika. In the car. Okay, ask your cousin, are they coming? Or they are sent to their mom? Just a moment. Well done for Miss Sophia. The second one, Sophia, is not the big, not the biggest. There are many more possibilities. You can plus one to your answer. Does it still work? So Sophia, your first answer is okay. This question is what? Die, Sophia. For not lucky number. Not lucky one. 1.555 also can one. See 444. Can be 555. So I do not know whether you understand what this is. But let us see. Yes, now you got your answer correct. That is the biggest number. You plus one more, it becomes a different answer. Let us see. What about the rest? Oh, where is their brother? Their brother, what? There's one boy. What's his name? No one answer. Rahman, you know how to answer now? Rahana, no answer. Shabika, come on. Only Sophia is trying. Come on. You do not. That means you may not know what two significant figures are. Okay, we are going to try now. Question one. I want you to correct those two significant figures. This one is to really test whether you understand or not. I want you to round off to two significant figures. This is the number here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you round off to two significant figures, please? That is for question number 1. Question number 2, 0.0001. 9. Two significant figures for both of them. If you don't know, that means you have forgotten second word. Remember, your exam is going to test you. Rahman cannot be Rahman. Just answer of this 1,234,567. When you round off to second figures, means roughly how much is it? You cannot be roughly is 1,236. Cannot be 1,236 and million is different. That means you must understand the concept of million. Okay. All right, so let's see. Here your answer is correct. Well done for two significant figures. Rahman, your answer is not two significant figures. Yours is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. You're given 5 significant figures. So you must count from the left. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Okay, here your answer is not absolutely correct. So down here, two significant figures. Count from here. 1, 2. Underline this. Look at the digit next to it. Do you plus 1 to this? If this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 1. So how? So this is approximately equals to 1, 2, but don't just leave your answer as 12. Cannot. This is 1,200,000. You add zeros. All this one will become zeros. All, okay, which one? All these, the rest, all become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0. Yes, 5, 0. So what are we doing? You must understand the concept. What is the concept? The concept is agak-agak. You know agak-agak, no? Roughly. So someone asks you roughly how many strands of hair you have on the head? Say roughly, they want roughly, you know, maybe 10,000, 100,000. You all know, right? I never went through this. If you're not so sure, I'm going to show you this. So roughly, we do not want to know exactly how much hair Inshira have under the scalp. No one wants to know that. We want to know roughly versus Shafika. Shafika maybe might have more hair under the scalp. But look, roughly a human being, how much hair? Like mine, you can see it's starting to bald, right? But this is a question that you should know. So let's try it out here. Okay, aku Google lah. Alamak, Okay, let's see. How many strands of hair on head? So they will give you roughly. See down here, roughly how much? If you have black hair, roughly you got 100,000. Roughly. You say, but I only got 90 something thousand. Yeah, roughly lah, roughly. Notice, you are not going to so interested about specific. You know, I got 101,239 strands of hair. No one wants the specific. So same thing, when you go for significant figures, this is one significant figure, you know. This one is one significant figure. Means how many thousand, 100,000? 100,000. So you want the rest to be all zero. Same thing. This is one significant figure because all the rest are zeros. So let's get back to this down here. Remember down here. So we want two significant figures, 1, 2. Same thing down here. Two significant figures, you must start from after the zero for decimal. Start 1, 2. Underline, look at the next one. Do you plus 1? Yes, you plus 1 because this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how to do? 0.0014. Do not add the zeros anymore because you are just want two significant figures. Okay, we will try again. We'll try again. I want you now to correct to 3 significant figures. 3 significant figures. Again, we are asking you for agak-agak, you know. Agak-agak, you see, you don't know what's agak-agak. Not agak-agak. Agak-agak is jelly. Agak-agak means roughly. So let's say I do 7, 1, 6, 5, 3, 4. What is your answer for this one? 3 significant figures. This one 0.010120 1. So what are your answers? 3 significant figures. You must know this. That is the second one answer. Let's see now. Mr. Hayen, congratulations for your first one. What about your second one? Hayen was second. All the zeros at the back here, you must remove them. Must 3 is which one? So your answer is not correct. This one. Your second one, you're still clear about the second one. 0. So how? Okay, you remove the answer. All right. Inshira, you know not? Shafika coming in. Rahman, you know how to do all this not? Switching figures and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, you're sending answer. I couldn't see. Sorry. Now, Inshi. Okay, so Inshi, I do Inshi's one first. So she has done correctly. You see 1, 2, 3. So underline. Do you plus 1? You say 5 minus plus 1. So your answer, she say, this now is 717. I'm going to ask you, Inshira, this one 717, this one 716,534. They are asking you roughly how much is this equal to? You say 717. You know, people will be very upset if, let's say, this is the amount of money in the bank. You know, I got 716,534. Roughly, I got $717. Doesn't make sense. Roughly, I got $717,000. You must understand again the concept. We want to know roughly how much here. So this one, what about here? Do not start counting from here. Don't start if 0. Don't start. You start from 1. 1, 2, 3. Underline the third one. You look at the next one. Do you plus 1? Don't plus 1. So your answer is 0.0101. Okay? That's your answer because you don't plus 1. See, yes, but some of you might be confused. Hey, how come we don't start counting from here? I give you one example. Let's say now you want 3 significant figures, and then you count, let's say from 0, 1, 2, 3. Then you look at the next one, 0. So your answer is 0.00. Alamak. This thing now, it might be the weight of, let's say, a very small item. Then all your answers correct, I think all be 0.0000. The scientists won't know what it is. So when you start counting where there is a number, they can see how small the item is. Okay, I do not know whether you understand what I'm saying, but we have to go for a third round. Okay, 2 significant figures now. 2 significant figures. Come on. Hey, come on now. You all can do this. Come on. This second one. Please. Okay, 5 and 6. 3. Oh, sorry. 3, 7, 2, 5, 6, 4, 8. 2 significant figures. Next one. 1.00014. Let's see. Okay, Rahman. Now I think. Congratulations, Rahman. Well done, Mr. Rahman. Congratulations. First one to get it correct for both. Well done, Hayan, for your first one. We are waiting for your second one. Miss Sophia, are you around? Sophia, come on, Sophia. But how many zeros must you have, Mr. Hayan? If you say two figures, cut off after the second digit. After you, okay? Well done, Inchi. Well done here. Well done. Shafika, well done. What about the next one? What about the next one? Come on. Come on. Yeah, so now you 1, 2. Look at the next digit or don't plus 1. So just write 3, 7. The rest all change to 0, 0, 0, 0. So roughly they ask you, how much money you have in the bank? I got 3,700,000 roughly. Can you see? 3,700,000 roughly. Down here now, the next one, Shafika, come on, there's a dot down here, Shafika. Ini ada tanda titik. Yeah, something like tai lalat lah. Something like tai lalat. And tai lalat is something we sometimes don't have an explanation for it. Why is it some people got a tai lalat on the forehead? Yeah, some on the cheek, some other parts of the body. So you count, ask yourself now, when do you start counting? You start from 1 because this is not 0. Start 1, 2. Okay, 2, then look at the next digit. Next is 0, don't plus 1. So your answer is 1.0. See, just now we start after the 0, yes. If this is 0, we start counting from here 1, 2. But now there's a number digit here, we got to start here. Okay, so I hope this is okay lah. I hope it's okay for you. So down here now, ask yourself now, what are the possible answers for this one? 150,000. What is the smallest possible number? So let's see. Smallest possible number might be 1, 4 something, right? So some people say 149,999. You can get smaller than this. What? 145,000. This is the smallest number. You want two figures, 1, 2. Look at the next one. You must plus 1, become 150,000. You just go 1 less. This one become 144,999. This one now just 1 less. You come 1, 2. You look at the next one. Don't plus 1, become 140,000. Okay, you get it now. 1, 4, 4, 9, 9, 9. 1, 2. You look at the next. This one don't plus 1, so become 140,000. You plus 1, become 150,000. So your first answer is 145,000. The next one, okay, I use a green color. Next one, what's the largest possible? Largest possible answer is 154, because you look at the next one, 1, 2. You look at the next one, you don't plus 1, so 154. What do you put? 0, 0, 0? 0, 0, 0, because you can have 0, 0, 0, 8. In fact, the correct answer is 154,999. This is the biggest number. You add one more, 155, it becomes 160. So the biggest number that you round off to 2 figures is this, smallest is this. Okay? All right, I hope you're okay. Move on. This is just number 2. This is for those of you who came late, this is actually an exam paper. An exam paper from where? Gan Ing Sing Secondary School. Okay? It's a normal academic paper. So those, if you are from Express, it should be easy for you. Can you try A and B? They want you to combine the fraction. When they say simplify, means they want you to combine or something. Okay, can we try? Come on. Rahana, come on, Rahana, try, Rahana. You are in the dark. Wow, very nice. Ichi, what you eating? Chewing gum? Daging ke chewing gum? Chewing gum, Oh, we are. Okay, but anyway, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to eat that way. It's not here. Sophia, come try this one, Sophia. What are you doing, Sophia? Come on, Sophia, you can do this. Sophia saying so easy for me. I'm in Express, okay. Okay, I will also do. Let's see. Combine, huh? You all know how to combine, right? Very easy. You so fast answer. Oh, yeah, yeah. Too fast. You one thing. Yes. Well done, Sophia. Oh, very fast, huh? What about the rest? Shafika, come on, Shafika. Rahman, well done, Rahman. Congratulations. Rahman, you move on to the next one. Yeah, who else? Oh, Shafika, yeah, Shafika, well done, Shafika. You got yours first, yes. Oh, Sophia. Wow, okay, well done. Well done, Sophia. Well done. Okay, Sophia has gotten it. Impressive, right? Impressive, very fast. You practice your math, Sophia? Yes, you do it. Wow. So maths is like cycling lah. Okay, so if you don't know how to cycle, yeah. So here the first one you need to put a denominator. What happened to the I think it's supposed to be 9x that here, not 9y. 9y plus 4y is 13y, you know. Then you must not forget your denominator. So down here, yeah, then what about your denominator? What happened to it? So sometimes students get confused. Huh? Raman, well done, Raman. Congratulations for your second one. So sometimes students get confused. I show you what students get confused. Huh? See down here, x plus 2y over 2, right? Plus, okay, let's say I do plus. Let's say, I'm just giving an example. 3x minus y. So here you must look at this down here. So remember, sometimes we do like that. Times 2, then cancel. This one disappear. Times, let's say times 6 or whatever lah. So times 2 down here also. Then you want to times by 3. Anika, why you beat your sister like that? Sister. Now then you times 3 times 3. So some are confused. How come down here I can times this number and can get rid of them? That is only if equal. This is not equal. This one is a plus sign here. So you cannot just get rid of any number. In this case, you must times this by 3. 6. This one must times this by 2 to make it 6. Same thing, times 3 on top, times 2 on top. So what do? I write like that lah. Okay, this is number A. I write it down like that. 3 bracket x plus 2y plus, then times 2, right? 2 bracket 3x minus y. Okay, then over 6. Okay. Oh, laptop, no problem, Asad, no problem. Okay, so then I expand 3 times x, 3x, then 3 times 2, 6y, okay, and then 2 times 3, 6x, and then now this one got barrier, right? Then next one, 6x, 2 times y, 2y, but it's a minus 2y. Y for plus and minus the minus. Over 6, you know. Group the same stuff together, the same x's together. There's 3x here, there's 6x here. You plus them together, you get 9x. Okay, 9x. Then there's 6y here minus 2y. 6y minus 2y. 6y minus 2y, what do you get? 6y minus 2, get 4y plus 4y. Like that. Then just put over 6, that's it. This is your answer. Okay, it's easier. So we try the next one. The next one, I do not know. Many don't give you answer for the next one. Next one, this one, can you give it a denominator? First is denominator 1. Now change it to 5. Now you got to times 5 this one. If you times 5 at the bottom, that's times 5 at the top. So what do you get? You get z plus 1 over 5. Plus what? Minus what? Minus 5 over 5. Where I get 5 over 5? Look, this is one whole. You know? One whole is 5 over 5, 6 over 6, 7 over 7. So now I make 5 over 5. But why am I make 5 over 5? Because I want to combine the denominator. I make bottom 5 of them. So Z plus 1 minus 5. Plus 1 minus 5, what's your answer? Well, you have $1, you utang $5. You still have to utang $4. So this is your answer. If you get confused, I want you to go to the video and watch this. Okay, I'm not asking you this to make myself popular. The videos are for you, okay, not for me. It doesn't make me popular. No one watches it. Inequality, inequality. You know what's integer? Integer is whole number. It can be plus, positive, it can be negative, it can be 0. But they give you a thing. It's not 0. So now you're going to find all the possible values for x. Think through, think through. You don't need to show any working. Just think through and tell us what your answer is. Again, this is Asan. This is a paper from a few years back. It's a SA1 paper, semestral exam 1 for secondary 2. So it's good practice. We are, I think, ahead of the class, right? So we try to revise all topics, including some set 1 topics. Come on, Shafika, come on. Zaira, where are you, Zaira? Zaira, bangun, Zaira. You got very nice forehead, Zaira. Normally, I can only see the forehead of people. Sujud banyak, sujud. In some people, the forehead is a little bit dark, right? But they sujud a lot. Let's see. See Sophia's forehead. Mana you all are too young lah. Inshi, where are you? Asan, okay, Asan, are you alright? Here also, here, nice forehead. Rahana, very nice forehead, Rahana. Rahana, doing not Rahana. Try your best lah, Rahana. You're doing, but you never submitted anything to me. Come on, Rahana, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're preparing you for the exams. Anybody? Sophia. So sorry, Miss Sophia. You may not have understood what this thing is all about. So I'm so sorry to tell you that only one. Meaning of the sign, okay. Aslan, some of your answers correct, some wrong. You cannot say 0 because they tell you, Aslan, out here, you must read the signs. They tell you that this x is not equal to 0. So I'm going to revise now. Some of you say, hey, I do not know what this is. Okay, so down here. We revise, okay? Mathematics, you must always revise. So let's say I put y lah. So it's y, okay? Then I put the sign like that. Then I put, let's say, like that. Then this one is like this. So I ask you, what is the value of y? This one is y, So some of you are confused. Imagine you have a number line. This might help you, okay? Having a number line. So again, I draw again. Imagine you have a number line. And then what? And then we have all the numbers here down here. Down here is -5, -4, -3, You must remember it goes in this direction. Otherwise, you'll be making some errors. So I'm just going to label for you. I know mine is sengat bengat. Sengat bengat means it's all, not so 0, 1, 2. After that is -1, -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Look, if they say this sign, what does it mean? Y like that, what does it mean? This y is bigger. Can you see the mouth down here bigger? It's bigger than what? -5. Bigger than -5 means what? Is it -6? One of you thinks it's -6. You see, 6 is bigger than 5. Hello, bigger is where? Look, this one goes 0, 1, 2, 3. So bigger means it must go in the direction like that. You see, from -6 to -5, -5 is bigger. Say why? It doesn't make sense. If you owe $6 and a person who owe $5, who have more money? See, we both got no money. Right? Yeah, but who utang less? Say $5, -5 utang less. So this one got more money than this one. So -6 and -2, which one is bigger? -2. Why? Because the debt, the utang is lesser. So now, what are the possible answers for y greater than -5? Well, greater than -5 by -4 lah, -2, -1, 0, 1. So it can go to 100 even. But there's a limit, there's a range. Y must be smaller. This, you see, smaller? Must be smaller than -2. Can y be 2? Cannot. Y cannot be 2. But y can be 1. Smaller than 1 can be 0, can be -1, can be -2, can be -3, can be -4, can be -5, cannot be -6, cannot. Say why -5 can, and down here 2 cannot, because they say equal also, no? It's equal to -5. So if I were to draw the number line like that, I draw the range, you draw a circle right until down here, until 2. See why until 2? But you don't color the 2. You color this one here. When you see the colored dot, what does it mean? It means it's equal to negative, equal to this number, is equal. And it's also less than, be -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, but it's not equal to 2, it's less than 2. So now you look at the next one. You try again. Okay, I hope you get what I'm teaching. Can you see now? What is the answer now? I'm going to write it big for you. And then after this, we'll go for a short break. Short break doesn't mean we leave. I'm going to tell you some stuff so that you're not bored. Because I'm scared you're bored. Like that. So what you do? And you break it up now. First one on here. What's the possibility of the answer? Can it be -4? Some of you say the answer -4. Cannot be lah. Because it's greater than -3. What is greater than -3? Say, I don't know. Draw the number line. Put -3. Put -2. Okay, so in those two are possible answers, but there's some more. There's some more down here. This one now, you must try this one also. So now, if you are confused, you draw the number line. Yes, but Inchi, look at this Inchi. You read this carefully. Inchi. So don't call me Inchi. Okay. So you try, you guys try. Come on, give me your answers. Come. Sophia, you get your mistake, yeah? Can it be -3? You say X must be greater than -3. So you must go in this direction. Greater, you see? Go this direction. Greater. Smaller, go this direction. So your answers, please. Your answers, please. Come on, Sophia, come on. Rahana, where are you, Rahana? I'm here. Come on, Rahana. Come on. Myself. Hassan, can do no? Hassan, are you confused? Confused, Confused, no, right? Okay, right? So, Hassan, if you answer, Hassan, there is cannot put 0 because you see this sign out here. You say X not equal to 0. So your answers are all correct except for the 0. Okay. All right. So I'm going here. So greater than -3. Okay, well done, Inshi. Now you got it. But your first, there's 2 ones there. One is supposed to be negative. Greater means what? Down here is -3, so it can be -2, it can be 1, it can be -1, 0, 1, 2 can be. But they say no 0, so this one is out. Then they say it can even be less than -3, can even be +3. More than positive, negative can be negative, +3 can be +4. But down here now they say the biggest possible answer is 2. 2, so this one cannot really. 2 is possible. 1 cannot. Yeah, it's lesser than 2. So 1 can. 0 cannot. They really told you so. 1 can, yes. So there are 4 possible answers. What are 4 possible answers? -2, -1. Don't write 0 because 0 cannot 1 and 2. That is the range, inequality, okay? You must get it. If you're confused, just send me a message, okay, to this chat lah. Okay, I'm just going to share with you something now. Do I have it here? Just a moment. Down here. Okay. Some interesting facts. Again, have I gone through this one? No, right? Not yet, right? So you know what's a volcano? You all know, right? Volcano has lava. Now, when I was your age, I didn't know that under the ocean, in the ocean, there's volcanoes, hills, valleys. I didn't know. I thought it's like straight like that. But actually, whatever you see in the land, you see mountains, hills, same thing you have in the deep sea. So there's volcanoes there, and scientists have found out that there are unknown organisms, living things in here that they've never discovered before. And they found about 300 or so. It might be small, might be big. So what Allah has created in the oceans, we don't know. Many of the stars undiscovered, we don't know, even though we are very, very advanced. Okay, for those of you who do not know, France, the French, they are the most visited country in the world. Okay, how many people visit their country? About 87 million people. 87. Spain is number 2, 81. US only 76. China 60. Italy 59, 58, 59. What about Singapore? Singapore less than 10 million people visit. Why is it important? These foreigners, the tourists will bring money. Just like you, when you go overseas, you bring money right to spend, right? Otherwise, you go there, you're going to be begging for money. Then you take money out. No, you'll be spending, so they're happy to get tourists. So likewise, if you have a lot of tourists, the country can have more money. Now, metric system. For those of you who do not know what the metric system is cm, meters, kg, kilometer. There's one country in the world that does not use the metric system. Only one now. And that country use miles, use pounds, use inches. You know, like you watch basketball, they say it's a seven foot guy or 6 foot guy, 6 foot, how many inches? That is in the US. The US is the only country that is not using the metric system. And yeah, just for you to know, in fact, if we are Americans, we got to learn a metric system, because pounds is different from kg. Yeah? 1 kg is about 2.2 pounds. 1 kilometer is 1.6 miles. So they have a different system over there in terms of counting. But we have over 100, 200 countries, more than 200 countries. All the other countries are using metric system. They should change that, but they do not want. It's up to them. Well, down here now, this is again in Fahrenheit. It's a different system. I think perhaps the American system. We use Celsius, right? And Celsius, Fahrenheit, they are name of scientists. And the coldest temperature ever recorded, they say, is in Antarctica, negative 144, which is almost, it's about negative 97 Celsius. You know, negative 97 Celsius, how cold it is. You know, your let's say you have water, pure water is 0 degrees in the refrigerator. If you were to have, let's say, your urine, imagine you urinate into a plastic bag. Don't try this at home, okay? You put inside the freezer, you take the temperature, the temperature will be less than 0 because that water contains impurities. So this one now, imagine now the snow falling on the trees. If the trees gets frozen, the temperature is going to be negative, I don't know, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees. So if someone dies, let's say I'm walking here, die, and my dead body is frozen, the dead body is going to be in the negative temperature, like negative 30, negative, whatever. So they said that if you were outside here and you took a few breaths of air, that temperature could kill you. It could cause hemorrhaging in the lungs and could kill you just by breathing this. In fact, I saw a video not so long ago where this person was in Antarctica or Alaska, and she was walking outside for 15 minutes, and she had those frostbite, and she went to the clinic, and it's so painful. Just 15 minutes, and the cars that are parked for 15 minutes, they are covered with ice, and people there, you know what they do? They hang out their meat for it to be frozen because they don't need a fridge. Okay, the last one over here. I do not know whether you know about this, but this is the youngest country in the world, South Sudan. When did it become independent? 2011. I didn't know that after the year 2000, there are some countries becoming independent. Now, how do countries become independent? That's the question. Singapore became independent because Singapore broke away from Malaysia, right? So that means when you break away, if you get your independence, you might just become a new country. Okay, I'll get back now to the maths. I do not know whether I am. Yeah, let me just a moment. I've lost the page. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's the same page. Okay. Sorry. I didn't need to switch. Let me see. This same over here. Allah. Are you able to see? Where is it? Sorry, yeah. Okay, so we are back. We're back here. Okay, we've just done the fourth question. You try now solving this equation. When they say solve means they want you to find the unknown. The unknown here is A for question A, B for question B. Can you find what's A and B, please? Thank you very much. Sophia, well done. First one, very fast. Sophia can take part in the Olympics, inshallah. They have one for mathematics, I think it's Olympiad. I do not know whether. Rahman, well done. Shafika, well done. Yes, hello Shafi. Assalamualaikum. Welcome to your. Welcome to Sunny shop. Sunny he left. Shafi. Okay, come. Hassan, you have given answer for. Hassan, your answer for B is not correct. Answer for A. Rahman, answer for B is correct. Congratulations. Hassan, have you given the answer for A? Not yet. So, but your B is not correct. So far, only Rahman has given answer. So the correct answer for B. Maybe. Sophia, congratulations. Your B is correct. Okay, we give you 1 to 2 minutes to complete this. The rest, do be patient for a while. Inshi for A, your answer is correct. Congratulations. What about B then? Okay, just a moment. Hassan, congratulations for A. Okay, I am now going to run through. For A, it's very easy. If the wind is disturbing, please tell me. Okay, so now I'm going to bring it here. 3A. Husna Shafika, well done. So equals to 20 plus A. So you bring the A over plus A, you bring over, becomes negative A. So you get 3A minus A, right? And then positive 50, bring over, becomes negative 50, right? So you get 20 minus 50. So how? Well, you get negative 30 here. Now here 2A. 2A is negative 30. A is 30 divided by 2, negative 15. That's your answer for question number A. For B now. For B, yeah? Okay, for B, here we go. For B, let me write it in green. So now you times 3 times B, 3B. 3 times 5, 15, negative 15 equals to 6. Bring the negative 15 over, bring it over. become positive 15. So 3b equals to 6 plus 15 equals 21. So b equals to 21 divided by 3 equals to 7. Okay, you must be able to master this. I must be able to master this. This is not tough. This is not tough. Okay, Inshi, well done for B. Okay, Shafi'i, well done also. So now we are going to move on to the next one, which may be this one now. Okay, you are supposed to find the value of C over D. Don't find C or D, but C divided by D. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you don't understand, let me go through down here. Okay, let's say I have something like that. Let's say I got C 5 equals to 3 D over 7. Let's say. So what to do? You bring the D over here. If I want C over D, my C is correct, but I want the bottom to be D. So I get rid of the 5 down here. When I times the 5, why can I just times 5 down here? Because there's equal sign. Remember I told you, you must also times 5 here. So now down here, your 5 disappear. But I want now to divide, to have D down here. So how to have D down here? Well, I get rid of D down here. I divide by D. How to divide by D? You can put 1 over D like that. 1 over D like that. So when you get rid of the D, you must also times 1 over D here. Can you see now? So how? Now you talk times 1 times C is C. D times 1 is D. C over D. See, I got it already. Down here, 3 times 1, 3. 7. Roughly, you get it, right? Roughly, yeah, we try the next one. Okay, we try. Try to focus, okay? Okay, C over D. Can you try? What is the answer? This one more complex lah. Get rid of the denominator first. Get rid of the denominator first. So Safika, you are seated next to Shafi'i. Oh, what I thought I saw a jinn behind you. But he was in the clouds. Hey, don't call Shafi'i jinn. Clue, get rid of the denominator first. Second clue, left side have C, right side have D. Then we can go to third step, which is C over D. So remember, sometimes the question is going to be tough like that. When we practice non-exam papers, we may not practice so tough. But for your exam, you need to know all this. You need to know all this. Must ask whether this girl can do it. Sophia can do that, Sophia. You have not tried. Come on. You can do it, Sophia. Give up idea. Do you believe in Rukun Iman Pertama? One Sophia. If you believe in Rukun Iman Pertama, that means you must believe that you can do it. Hey, it's my charger. C equals D. Cannot now. Cannot C equals D. That's not true. They didn't ask you for C. You cannot have C equals D. They want C over D. What is C over D? Yeah, C is equals to D. And we can try. I don't think it work. C equals D. How much? C is 1. D is. So it doesn't work. Okay, so you say 8C equals to 9D. Let's say you're correct. But that you want C over D. You want D to be on that side, on the left side. In fact, if you know how to play the seesaw, it's okay. Okay, later I'll show you two methods. Hen, how hen? Can on hen? Hen dah tenggelam nih, hen. Come on, come on. You look so tired, sleepy. Come on, hen, come on. Try. Okay, I give you 2 minutes more before I show you. Don't give up lah, guys. Okay, I do not know whether you all okay. Do I show now or not? Or don't show? I show, So this is now 7C minus 3D over 3 equals to 3C. Okay, no problem. Okay, we do step by step. Okay, you must see the logic step by step. So how do I get rid of it? You ask what's the common denominator? 15. I can times 15. See, but why must times 15? Okay, I don't times 15. I want to get rid of the 5, right? I times 5. If you times on the left side, you must times on the right side. Why? Because you equal sign is like a seesaw, no? If you times something by 5 down here, you must also times by 5. Otherwise, the balance is no longer there. So I times down here by 5 also. So what happens? The 5 disappear. Hooray! But your 3 is still here. So you must times down here by 3 also. 3 down here, see I times down here. Now 3 is, but you must also times here by 3. You will find actually 5 times 3 is 15. You are multiplying by 15, but never mind. So now how? Now we are supposed to expand. That means what? 5 times something, right? So you put the bracket 7C minus 3D. Denominator gone, right? Over 1, right? Over 1, you don't need to write, right? So equals to, down here is 3 times this thing. So put 3 down here in front. 3C plus 4D. This is step 1. We have gotten rid of the denominator. So now what? We times lah. So let me now make it smaller. Okay. So now 5 times 7, 35. C. 5 times 3, 15. D. Equals to 3 times 3, 9. C. 3 times 4, 12. D. Leave the D on the right hand side. So now I'm going to bring 15D. I'm going to bring over, become plus 15D. 12D plus 15D, 27D. This one, I bring over that side, 9C. I bring over minus 9C. 35 minus 9 is 36C. One more step now. Can you see? In fact, I show you a seesaw method. You all know the seesaw method, right? Seesaw method, I can just bring the D down here. Okay, I show you in slow motion, okay? Okay, down here, this one. 27D is actually 27 times D, correct? I'm just putting the times for you to understand. There's not 36C, right? 36C is 36 times C, what? Are you confused now? 36 times C is 36C. I'm writing like that. Why? I want you to see that you can actually do the seesaw. See what seesaw? There's like a slide going down on here from top. Put the D on the slide. D goes down. D down here. No more D down here. Then this 36 36 put on this other slide down here, the pink slide. Put a 36. 36 will go here. No more 36 here. Now you got C over D is equal to 27 over 36. Can see now. C over D equals to 27 over 36. Now, some of you may not understand this method. So I got to show you the longer method. Okay. What is the longer method? I'm going to show you longer method now. Okay, longer method now. We do as original. What is the original? Original is, this is 27D. This one is 36C. What do I do? Well, I want the D to come here. So I get rid of D. I say I divide by D. I must also divide by D. Whatever you do on the left side, right side, you do on the left side. So now I divide by D. My D disappear. My D is now here. I want to get rid of 36. Well, I can divide by 36 here. See? Sorry. I didn't mean to cancel it. Down here, see? But if you divide down here, you must also divide down here. Oops. Look, C over D equals 27, 36. You get it or not? You all get it or don't get it? I hope you all get it. One more time. We do in slow motion. Now you have like that. You want to get rid of the D. That's now we can times, right? We can times down here. You can also divide. Not only times, no, you can also divide. Why I want to divide by D? I want to get rid of D here. So I divide. But to be fair, you divide on the right side, must also divide on the left side. Once you do so, you got C over D already. Then what to do? Now divide by 36 down here. I divide 36. 36 is, but I must also divide 36 here. So C over D equals 27 over 36. Done. So you can use the seesaw method or you can use this other method. Up to you. Whichever you understand. The most important thing is you understand or not. If you understand, you can use the method. If you don't understand, that's where the problem is. Okay. I hope it's okay. We move on, okay? Never mind, there will be lots of practice because I cover the topics quite fast. We will always come back to revise. Inshallah. And if you don't get it, please watch the video lah. You say boring video lah. This one now, this one. I know you look at the question, you might go to sleep, but don't go to sleep. If we go through step by step. This one is inequality. You have to write inequality. They want you to write down expression. What is expression? You try. You read through this, after that, you'll go through shortly. Have you all heard the Curry and Roti love story? The song. Hassan, you heard it already? No. I think I'll play for you in a moment. Rahana, have you heard? No. The way you shake your head is like one of the characters in the Curry and Roti song. I'll show you later. You identify who is it. Oh, Shafi has gotten X minus 35. Okay. Sorry, I see your answer out now. Good answer, Shafi. That's a good answer. I shouldn't have said that. Well done, Shafi. Nice hair, Shafi. Where you cut your hair? Near your school, Or is it far? Where? Which barber? Bugs Bunny. You don't know? Okay, never mind. I know sometimes some people, once they get a good deal, they don't want to share. It's okay. Hello, Anika. Where is your kakak? Wake her up, please. Anika, wake up your kakak lah. She's sleeping, I think. Kakak, tidur. Apalah kakak baring kat bawah ni. Aduh, kakak ni. Nanti Anika start her tuition, she also do sleeping also. Kenapalah adik, abang kakak ni. Don't be scared of the problem sum. Problem sum, don't be afraid of it. Wow, Asan, let's see for A. So the one, okay. Okay, so for A is actually very easy. Let's go to A. A also is not correct. Okay, we go through step by step. Did they tell you something about Jamie? See, let's check. Jamie and Jacqueline, they bought a present from their mother's 50th birthday, 50 years older. As an older sister, Jamie feels that a younger sister should pay $35 lesser than her. So Jacqueline is the younger sister. She's going to pay $35 lesser than Jamie. Jamie contributed X dollars. Jamie X dollars. So the sister must be X minus 35 lah, finish. Say, huh? Yes. Jacqueline is going to pay $35 lesser than Jamie. Jamie contribute X. Jacqueline is X minus 35 lah, finish, done. Okay, but when you do this, make sure you put like that lah. Okay, with the sign there. Unless your teacher say don't need, then you follow what your teacher say. But otherwise, this will be more correct. So now you need to have inequality. Say what inequality? Inequality like that lah, like that. Like this. Maybe you have X in the center or something like that, and then this one over here like that. Can come on. So the budget is this. This plus what's the total? Budget is paid by who? By two persons. So take the amount of money Jamie paid, amount of money Jacqueline paid, but it cannot be more than 205. So you use your inequality lah. The budget. Say, I don't know what's budget. Okay. Some people say budget. Budget itu budget lah. Budget. Okay. You try. There's a few ways of writing it. See, they should not give the it's used to X equals something. Okay. Someone. But the Asad can do like that. Like that means like that. What does it mean? You know what it means if I do like that? Asad, where is Asad? This means both greater than Asad. X is greater than something. X is greater than this. So now if let's say I put out here Asad. So X is greater than 5. Okay. Then S greater than 7. First must be same direction. So normally we use like that. Normally. Okay. Can we do the other direction? Normally people don't. So you do like that. So let us go step by step. What's the total amount of money they can spend? It's $205, right? Can they spend $205 exactly? Can. But can they spend more? Cannot. So more cannot. Less can or not? Less can. More cannot lah. Cannot be 205. Cannot. Why? Because the budget is 205. It cannot be more than the budget. So now that means your total I write down here in English, okay, so that it's very clear. Total can be equal to 205. Total can be also lesser than $205. I hope you understand this part. If you understand this part, then we need to combine this sign together. When you combine the sign, what do you get? You get like that. See, this sign here means less than, less than and equal. But what is it? What's the total? You got to find. You know how much Jamie is paying? Jamie is paying X. Oh, this is X. Okay. Hold on, let me write down now. Jamie is paying X, right? Okay, X, good. What is Jacqueline paying? That's now we find out, right? Jacqueline is paying X minus 35. So X minus 35. Can you combine them, simplify them? X plus X, 2X. 2X minus 35. And this is your inequality. See, what is this? This is the total. How you get the total? This is Jamie. This is Jacqueline's one. When I add how much they are paying, I get a total amount. So I get 2x minus 35. This must be equal to or less than 205. Why? Because the budget cannot be more. They don't have more money. Maximum is 205. So you want to have the expression, this is acceptable actually. If you want to make it neater, bring the -5 over there. So you get 2x is greater than or equal to 210, right? Minus being over become plus, okay? And then you can even find out what is 1. X divided by 2. So you get $105. X is less than or equal to. So now they ask you now. So you have ready, you can give this as an answer, you can give this answer, you can give this answer for B. Because they ask you to write the inequality. But I would give this as an answer. I would give the last one as an answer. Okay, let me see. I have some problems here. Okay. So I will give the last one as an answer. Last one. Answer, otherwise solve the inequality and state the greatest amount Jamie has to pay. We have already solved it already lah. Okay. Jamie has to pay. Not 35, not 5 lah. Guys, correct me lah. Aku put 5 on here. It's 35 lah. No one corrected me. So sometimes I make careless mistake, right? So this is 35. You bring over, you plus 35 become 40. You divide by 2 is 120. This one 120. Okay. So what does it mean? Your answer is greatest amount is 120 lah. Jamie will pay 120 because Jamie is X. So what's the greatest amount? You can pay 120. So your answer for B and C can be the same. You can put this inequality. You can also put this inequality. No problem. I hope it's okay. Maybe I'll share with you the next one. And then the last part, I'll share with you the song. For those of you who want to know the song. Okay, so I just share some interesting facts with you. Again, this is to really keep you awake. For those of you who might start to feel a little bit tired. So down here, this one. So just now we stopped at, what is that? This one, coldest temperature, right? So, South Sudan, no, South Sudan. For those of you, some of you, you like to be princess, especially the girls. Now, maybe your parents call you, your mom call you, it's my princess and all. I think some of you do, right? Inshira and Zahira, I think you're called princess by your mom. So now here's a chance for you to actually be a real princess. Shafi, you can also be a prince if you want to. But in order to do that, you need to what? You need to marry to a real royal family. And I didn't know there's 43 countries that still have a royal family. Okay? So which are the countries? You can go to Japan, Spain, Swaziland, Bhutan, Swaziland in Africa, Bhutan, Thailand, Monaco, Sweden, Netherlands. Netherlands is Dutch. Liechtenstein, I can't pronounce. I think this is a very small country in Europe. So there are still 43 countries all over the world with a royal family. Malaysia alone, you have many, many sultans. Yeah, and you can go there and get. Now this one is quite an interesting website. Okay, there is actually a website that tracks the world's population in real time. So I'm going to show you this. Okay, so they say World Population Clock. So we can go to this website, World Population Clock. In fact, this is the song I want to show you just now, but we can have the Kari Roti song later if you want to. Okay, here now, we try World Population Clock. You just need World Population Clock. And then you will have World Population Clock. World Population Clock. Hey. I think this one. Hold on. I do not know where it is. I thought I checked it already. But anyway, let's see our population. They have the exact. Oh no, yeah. So they have exactly. Sorry. Maybe I must get for you another one live. Maybe the world comes. Okay. So you can see the population now. This is live, As we are talking now, and I'm talking that so one sentence, you can see how many children being born, how many babies being born. So you have down here the world population. You can check by country also. There is actually the other day I showed the different countries, but it seems that there's a few world population clock. So I tell you what, I will search for it in a moment. World population is here. Okay, we'll search for it in a moment. Now, but know that there is a clock that tracks, and it's actually quite interesting. You can check every country. But this one, yeah, anyway. So down here now, this is for your info if you're doing some case study or whatever. The global adult literacy rate, it means people who can read and write is about 86%. Means out of every 100 people in the world, 14 of them cannot read, cannot write in their own language. So you may not have met such people. But I remember when I was teaching in a primary school, long time ago, I met some students, primary 4, they cannot even write their own name, Their own name they cannot write. Say, how is it possible in Singapore? Yes. So, and their parents are like, owning a coffee shop and whatnot. So I was quite shocked. The next one out here, Tokyo is the largest city in the world in terms of inhabitants. There's 37 million people in Tokyo. The next one is Delhi in India, 29 million, and then Shanghai. But Tokyo, a lot of people. And what happens in such a place? Your property is very costly. Your homes, your apartments, very small. So in Japan, you have very, very small home. This one you might, okay. So you might not know this. Pandas, because they mostly eat, they eat the bamboo shoots, right? And these bamboo shoots, 4/5 of them, 4 out of 5 parts of the bamboo shoots, they are actually like fiber, I think, right? So it comes out, 4/5 come out. Imagine now, you eat 5 kg of food, 4 kg comes out and done. You know what's the worst number one problem? Your toilet bowl will be clogged. There's so much time inside there. But anyway, this guy got to eat a lot. And I'm done with that. Later, if you want to listen to the song, yeah, no problem. So I'm now going to get back to the next thing, which is, hold on, just wrong place. Is this the one? Yeah. Okay. So notice we have finished question number 7, and I think, yeah, that means we have one more question before, because the rest you have not learned yet. So we wait until 1 or 2 months time. You can attempt the other questions, but you can solve this now. Inequalities. Can you try this? Simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. Can you find out what's x and y? What is x and what is y? Maybe the ones I gave are a little bit too easy. I do not know. You try. Shafika can do, right, Shafika? You look, you're very tired lah. You look at malas sengit. Okay. Once there was one guy lah, in Lat Cartoon, he was looking at the videos macam so long, Then he got it. Next week. Are they combined? Okay, so remember that this is equation 1. This is the equation 2. So now you got to get rid of one of them. I give you a clue. You got to make either the x or the y the same. So you need to multiply. One of the equation, both need to multiply. Then you can get rid. So to answer your question, Raman, this is one of the graph is like this is a graph. The other graph like that. So we want to find the intersection. That is solving the simultaneous equation. When you find the x and y, that's what it is. So how to do it? You must put like substitute equation 1. Oh, you got so fast. Congratulations, Abdul Rahman. He's asking me the question. I thought he doesn't understand. He really solved it. Congratulations. Well done. So because Abdul Rahman has solved it, wah mahal punya, dia plug lah Syafi'i. Syafi'i, mahal sih, your earplug, no wireless. Kaya betul lah. So, Mr. Abdul Rahman, how do you get yours? Do you use what method? Elimination, substitution, what method? Do you know? Have you done this in school? Substitution method. It's quite complex. Okay, we can use substitution method of Mr. Abdul Rahman. Can possible. Sophia can do that, Sophia. Sophia frozen. Her eyes when she look up, that means there's a look of guilt. Don't worry. Okay. Hen, okay, no hen. Can do no hen. Okay, we can use two methods. I will show you both methods, but we will let you guys have some more time to do it. I will show it somewhere around here in a moment. Yeah. Just 1 minute more. Rahman, just a moment, Rahman. How are you doing in school? Okay. Maths is easy. Like that, it's easier for you. Like that. But you can do it. Have you started on simultaneous equation in school? Yes. No problem, So if like that, you must send me what you do not know lah. Okay, I'm gonna write my phone number now here. If you've got any questions, you can always send it to me. Okay, I will try my best, but don't go and send me your homework lah. Okay, homework you really don't know how to do, then I will show you. Okay, all right. So I'm now going to use the substitution method on the left side. So how? For substitution method, you must change one of them to x equals to something, or you change y equals to something, up to you. That is a substitution method. So which one is it easier? Yeah, I think this one is easier, right? You can just x equals to 3y plus 7 over 2. Can you see that? I can just do like that. This one now becomes x. So I can call this equation. So I'm going to write it here. 3y plus 7 divided by 2. I can call this equation 1. Okay, now I clear this part so that it's clear. So equation 2, I leave it the same. Equation 2 again. I will copy the equation. So down here. So what is it? 3x plus 2y equals to 4. This is equation 2 lah. Then what do? You must know how to write all this. Substitute. You can put as you be lah, substitute. 1 into 2. 1 into 2, what does it mean? That means you're going to take the value of x down here. So this value x. You are going to put it inside here. That's what you are going to do. So how? Okay, I'll show you now. Into 2. So you write equation 2. 3. The x now you have a space for this to go in, which is 3y plus 7 over 2. Then continue writing plus 2y. You see, 3x, x is this, plus 2y equals to 4. So how? 3 times, okay, we can times 3 times 3, 9y. 3 times 7, 21. But remember over 2, no? Here. Plus 2y, quite leceh, equals to 4. So how? You can also put over 2 here, but you must times on top by 2 lah, become 4y. You understand what I've done? Yeah, down here. I want to combine them as one fraction. This is actually over 1. Correct? 2y is 2y over 1 lah. So what I'm going to do, I want to combine to one fraction. So I times this by 2. I also times by 2 lah. So what do I get? So now I get over 2. Oh, over 2. A little bit complex, Azana. Over 2. I get 9y plus 21. This one become 4y. 2y times 2. 4y. So I can simplify further, right? Equals to, hold on, equals to 4 over this side. Right? So we can simplify 9y plus 4y is 13y, you know. 13y plus 21 over 2 is equals to 4. Now you can get rid of the 2. How you get rid of 2? Because there's equal sign. Times 2 down here. Cancel. Then you must times 2 here also. So you get 13y plus 21 equals to 8. Bring the 21 over. Get 13y equals to 8 minus 21 is negative 13. You bring 21 over positive, bring a negative. 8 minus 21 equals to negative 13. Y equals to negative 1. Okay, you can call this equation number 3. Or you don't want to call it, you can just write substitute. If you don't want to call it equation 3, y equals to negative 1 into what? Into, why about into 1? Why into 1? Because you look at equation number 1. You already have x. You want to find x, correct? So x is equals to, you just need to substitute the value of negative 1 inside here. So 3 times negative 3y, 3 times negative 1 plus 7 over 2. So what is it? 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2 lah. So x equals to 2. Y equals to negative 1. Method number 1. I will show you now method number 2. Okay, I will show you method number 2. But I hope you understand the method number 1. The complex part is this: you have a fraction, and you got to substitute into you're going to have a fraction inside here. It's a little bit complex, and then you need to combine the fraction to make it 1, and then you need to get rid of the denominator. Then you can find that. This is one. There's another method of doing it. So what's the other method? The other method is called the elimination method. Eliminate means what? To get rid. So now here's 3x, now here's 2x. Can we make it the same number of x? Okay, this one, maybe this whole equation I times by 3 lah. Whole equation I times by 2. The whole thing. I can get 6x, 6x, you know. So let's try to, or you want to make the y the same. Then they see this one times 3, this one times 2, this one times 3. But let us make the x the same lah. Okay. So I times this by 3, I get 6x equals to, this one must times 3 also, no? Must times everything by 3. 3 times 3, 9y. 7 times 3, 21. So now, this equation now, I call it equation 1. I have already multiplied by 3. Down here, I multiply by 2. 3x times 2, 6x. And then 2y plus times 2y, 4y. Plus 4y. And then equals to, must times 2 also. All must times 2, I'll be fair. 4 times 2, 8. So you see, all I times 2. Now I get equation number 2. So maybe say equation number 2 are quite, we want to follow the same style. Okay, don't write equation number 2 first. So equals 8. You bring this one over to make it the same pattern as equation 1. So you get 6x equals to negative 4y. Why negative 4y? Because plus 4y, you bring over to negative 4y plus 8. Now you call this equation number 2. Can you see now? 6x equals to this. 6x equals to this. So you can say, substitute 1 into 2 or 2 into 1, up to you. Into 2 or 2 into 1. So 6x means these two are the same, right? So that means 9y plus 2, that's 6x, right? 9y plus 2 is equals to negative 4y plus 8. Are you all with me now? You see, this is now 6x. This one 6x. So these two must be the same lah. Which two? These two must be the same now. Because this is 6x, what? This is the value of 6x. This is also value 6x. That means these two must be the same one. So now I make them the same. I already gotten the same thing. I can, you see, I didn't use the elimination method here. I use the substitution method. Can also. So what is elimination method? Elimination method is 1 minus 2. So 6x minus 6x, 0. 9y minus 4y, 13y. Why 13y? 9y minus negative 4y. Minus negative become plus 13y. Right? 9y plus 4y lah. Then 2, what is this? 2, 21. Oh, this one 9y plus 21 lah. Correct, right? Times 3, right? 21. Okay, so 21 minus 8 equals to 21 minus 8 is 13, right? Minus 13. Plus 13, plus 13. Sorry. You got $21, you minus $8. Some say are very confused, very confused. Okay, I'm going to show you now, step by step. I'm going to remove this one. So, left side minus left side. 6x minus 6x gets 0. I think this is okay, right? Then you group this together, 9y plus 21. Since 21, I bracket it up. Minus 4y plus 8. If you're confused, that's what I mean. So 0 equals to 9y plus 21. Negative times negative, positive, 4y. Negative and positive, negative, 8. So 9y plus 4y is 13y. 21 minus 8 plus 13 is equals to 0. So how? Bring the 13 over that side, become negative 13. So 13y equals to negative 13. Y equals to negative 13 divided by, some of you are blurred now, so I put like that. 13y equals to negative 13 equals negative 13. Y equals to negative 13 divided by 13. You get equals to 1, negative 1. And then after that, you can substitute the values. So this is now you eliminate. That means you get rid, you take 1 minus 2. But I've also shown you, if you make them the same, you can say that 6x equals to this, 6x equals to this, you can make them be equal. You can use substitution method again. Okay, I do not know whether you're with me still, but that's the maximum we can do for paper 1. I think how many questions we have done? 7 or so. So maybe we'll meet each other next week. Anyone who wants to hear the song, you tell me, I'll play the song for you. Otherwise, we have ended. So how you want to hear the song or you want to go? You don't answer. Okay, but answer. We see you next week. You might not like the song, but you can check curry and roti. Curry loves roti. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Take care of yourself.